Hello guys, welcome back to Two Peas in a Pod. We're about to do a recap on what happened on election night. Let's get started.
So, I just want to say, I'm going to open up. Trump lost. I'm kidding. Trump won, and he did so in a pretty cool fashion. He basically won all the swing states. He won Pennsylvania. He won a lot of places that are usually blue. And I'm just a little blown away on how he won, because frankly I didn't know if he was gonna win or not, but he did it in a pretty cool way. But yeah.
He also won the popular vote. He got 75 million votes, and Kamala only got rounded to 72 million votes. But if you pay attention, she got 71 million votes. He got 75. In the 2020 election, Joe Biden got over 40 million votes, and Trump got 74 million votes. Where are those missing 10 million votes? So that just goes to more evidence that the 2020 election was most likely stolen by the Democrats.
Yeah. It's interesting, mostly because it's kind of rare that over 10 million just kind of disappear. It's a little suspicious. Maybe those people just didn't want to vote this year. I don't know. All I know is that it was very close. It's sad because a lot of people are taking it like children, and they are responding in ways that they shouldn't be responding. There's been a lot of insults flying around, and I personally am glad that Trump won. But if he didn't, I would have just woken up and I would have lived my life how I normally do. And I'm a little upset that some people just are so childish that they just, because Trump won, that they're literally shaving their heads in protest. And it's like, sometimes you just gotta live through another 4 years of prosperity. I don't know. People act like it's the end of the world. We have already lived through 4 years of it. I don't know. This has been really interesting because people act like he's never been president before. People act like he's a tyrant whenever he hasn't done or said anything to really push that narrative. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
The Trump effect was really evidently shown 72 hours after winning the 2020 election. Some examples are: the first female chief of staff was appointed, the stock market hit an all-time high, the newest migrant caravan was breaking up in Mexico, the Taliban claimed to want a new chapter, China announced that they were ready for peaceful coexistence, and Russia was ready to speak with the U.S., and there's a bunch of others, but those are just some of the main ones. And a lot of countries, they're already, the election was just not important for the U.S., it was important for the world. And a lot of countries, now that they see that we're actually going to have, a strong president, a good president, now, the threats, China and Russia, now they're getting, their heads up. They're, more, alert now, because, now they know that we're not easy to push over.
So, from my understanding, Vladimir Putin got along very well with President Donald Trump. And, so whether I like Vladimir Putin or not, which I don't really like him, mostly for reasons I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to get in trouble with Russia. I heard someone, actually I think it was Hillary, I think it was Kamala or Hillary Clinton, I don't remember, it was one of those ladies, that said, yeah, the reason why the reason why Putin liked you so much is that he's in your pockets. And first off, Trump is worth around $7 billion. Last time he was president, he didn't accept any of the money that you get from being president, and I don't see why he would get paid by Vladimir Putin whenever he's already extremely rich. So I ruled that out, and then I connected the dots. It's because Vladimir Putin's, whenever he sits across the table from Trump, he doesn't see a puppet. He sees somebody who's serious about his country and that is willing to step up and be like, hey, we're not doing this. And I think Vladimir Putin has a lot of respect for Trump. Not fear. Not maybe it is fear. I don't know. But it's not. It's not putting money in his pockets.
Excellent point. Now let's move on to the plan Trump has for the education of department. He plans to abolish it and give all the power to the states. This will be really good because it's gonna help, like he said, it's gonna help eliminate the wokeness of schools and universities. It's gonna help men stop competing in female sports, and it's gonna help with the situation that's going on with the children, that some trans children.
So,
Any thoughts?
I like the state idea because mostly if you live in a state where you don't agree with the politics, you can always move to another one, and I really like that. Mostly because that means I get to live where with places that I think is right, and other people get to live where things they think is right. What I'm really excited for is Trump is no longer. There was a video that came out like maybe a week ago. I don't know, less than a week ago, but he's essentially telling us that transitioning surgeries is not allowed for minors. I think he's announcing a total ban for people under the age of 21, I believe, and taxpayer dollars is no longer going toward it, which means you don't have to pay for somebody else's problems. They won't be allowed to apply for Medicaid if they do. So your money isn't being used for something you don't want it to be used for, and I think that's pretty cool. Mostly because I don't think minors should be able to make major decisions to change their life forever. If they're not allowed to drink, get tattoos, or drive, or rent a vehicle, then they shouldn't be able to do a life-changing surgery to completely alter their life. But I do think Trump is coming in and he's doing something pretty cool for the United States. Finally, election day's over. There's no more panic, hopefully. Obviously, there's some people that are writhing in agony, and I'm sorry for those people. But this chapter is over until the next 4 years. We'll see how that goes, and yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.